Well, you can see by the cameras that have gone up.
Yeah.
So, and that's rather frustrating because my son is in the front bedroom because, well, as you can tell, I sleep in the front room. But he brought some big bits of card home from school, and I thought maybe doing an art project.
Yeah.
But I did think it's strange because he doesn't tend to get anything from special needs school. And the next day I went up to his room to make his bed, open his windows, and he'd put these big bits of cards up his bedroom window, written across, "Please don't remove these, I don't want him seeing me." And I thought, he can't live like that.
No.
And there's times where his taxi will come that way down the road, so the taxi door is opposite his house. He won't get in the taxi until a taxi goes down the road, turns round so he can get straight into the taxi because he's just too scared. So it's rather stressful.
And how long had he moved back to there? Because I do understand that he was moved from the area and he's moved back. So how long did this all start? How long did it take for him to start causing problems?
I weren't aware he was moved from the area. He's
So,
always been there.
And what, did you move in and he was there?
No, I've been here 10 years without any problems at all, and he moved in about 2 years, 3 years, I think.
He's been there 2-3 years?
Yeah.
Because he did say to me that he was moved out of the area but moved back to that house.
No.
And that's what. So as far as you're concerned,
he's always been there.
He's always been there.
Yeah, because I know that there was a lot of trouble with the house next door to him as well, because he had them involved to a degree as well. And I know that the day that my window got smashed, he had told them that morning that he was planning on smashing my window anyway. So whatever.
So he planned it.
Yeah, he planned to do my window, which I'm quite glad he didn't manage to
smash both of them.
Yeah, because then I would have been a complete mess. But he sort of. He'd set everything up. He knew exactly what he was doing. He knew when he was going to do it, which I think is complete crap that he's got autism. But anyway,
you're not the only one who said that. To be honest with you, you ain't the only one.
I've said to the police, I want to see written evidence that he's got autism. If he's got it, then still no, I'm not going to let it slide because what he does is too premeditated to be autistic.
Yeah,
and that's
what we said. Isn't it?
Yeah, you're not the only ones that say it, and well, some of the things the police have called him to me is quite humorous.
Yeah. Well, he's put a vid out now, basically saying that he's going to be working with the police, and I can't. No, I can't. I think he's living. Yeah, I think to be honest with you, I feel a fool. I feel like he's abused me.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I went with him to court. I battled his case for him at court. His solicitor and that weren't doing nothing.
Yeah.
So I battled it for him and I got him off all the charges. You know what I'm... fool. Yeah, I'm a fool.
Yeah.
I feel... See, this is the problem. So he come to our door, right? If you can get on the internet, you'll see it. Just put my name in and you'll see my channel.
You, but I'll have a look anyway.
Yeah. Right. Basically, he came to us with a story. He was smart because he used one of my friends on YouTube.
What's your name?
Colin Johnson.
I'm not even getting letters.
Go on YouTube. It's on YouTube. You got it. You got the internet on yours.
I've got it. That one?
You see me face. It should be me face there, isn't it?
Yeah. I ain't got a clue what it is.
But you reckon?
Oh, I see.
Right, now if you look on there, you'll see the first video I did with him was I Need Help. See, that's the one, see that one you just passed? That's the one that's just been put out about him, basically dishing him for what he's done to us.
Yeah.
Alright, but me first video, if you go on my videos, it should have
What is it? Oh, there?
I Need Help or something.
I want some help.
Yeah. And this is how he came to me first of all.
This way. Hi Colin, we're both on the same page. I'm Martyn Thompson.
Right.
YouTube. Friends Matt Williams.
I just hate his voice, I can't watch that. It pisses me off, his voice does. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
if you see, then there's the next one is police and neighbour harassment, and he told the story.
Oh, what, please? Yeah.
Yeah.
I believe you, but I'm watching him.
Yeah, I can fully understand why you wouldn't want to even hear him. I can understand it now.
Yeah.
It's like I said, I bent over backwards for this guy because he told me this fantastic story, and I honestly believed, didn't we? We honestly believed that he was being wronged.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So I pulled out all the stops for him.
Yeah.
And it weren't until after everything had been cleared up for him, he then stuck a film on YouTube basically slagging us all off. You know, we're all cunts, excuse my language, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And a lot of people have took offence to it, obviously.
Yeah.
And now I said, right, I'm going to go and see these people. I'm going to go and get there, which I should have done it if I'd thought about it. But because he told me this so fantastic, and he showed me pictures of him being arrested by the police and all I believed him. I took him at his word. Yeah. You know. But since this has happened, now this is why I'm here today, because I wanted to get it from your, you know, I want it from your voice. What really happened? Yeah. Because this guy's been telling us lies left, right, and centre. Yeah. You know what I mean? And I fully appreciate you letting me in your home today. I really do.
I only let you in because my friend was still here. Him deal with it.
I know it's a bit.
Well, you saw me. I was shaking the door.
The big geezer standing in your doorway. You know what I mean? I can understand that. That's why I brought the missus with me, just, you know, so you know that I'm safe. You know.
I thought no. While my friend was still here, I thought no. If anything happens, he can deal with it. He can pick him up and get rid of him.
But I fully appreciate you as having. Do you mind if I use this on YouTube?
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah. Like I said, I haven't got your face on now. No. But it's like I said, it's if you ever, I'll leave you my name and my address and my telephone number. If he ever harasses you again or anything, please contact me. Yeah. Please contact me because I want to know. Yeah. You know, we'll leave our name and address and that. You write it down for you. Got a pen in your bag and whatever.
As my son keeps saying, restraining order thing. He's obviously memorised the exact date that it runs out. It runs out in March. He keeps going, it's going to be March soon. It'll be March soon. What are we going to do in March?
So basically, your son is fully aware of what this man's doing.
Yeah, and he's
petrified.
Because he goes to special needs school, obviously. He's actually now going to be put into emotional support because of it all. Because he's just completely.
See, but why would this is the thing that's blowing my head. Like, this guy pretends that he's got all these different illnesses. He's got children that have got disabilities left, right, and centre. Yeah. So basically, he's attacking another family that have got disabilities.
Yeah. Hence, that's probably why he's come to us.
Because it's on my channel that my son is autistic.
Yeah, and that's what he used as well.
He used it's all making sense now, love, isn't it? He see that we was in the same predicament, so he's come to us with a fantastic story, knowing that I was going to back him. I was going to back him up, right? And he knew he had that angle with the autistic and all the rest of it. He's used that as he's a very clever man.
Yeah,
that's what I said. I don't think he's got Asperger's or whatever because he's clever. Yeah. And his wording. Yeah. And everything.
Well, I can't remember the police lady's name, but on one of the times I had to make a victim statement thing, impact thing, and I made it to her. And at the end of it, she turned around and she went, you know, he reminds me of. I went, who? She went, do you watch Norman Bates? I went, yeah. She went, it reminds me of him. I went, yeah, thanks. I'm going to go back to my house.
That is right, though. Do you know that's a good description?
I was absolutely petrified.
Yeah.
But I said to the police, I said, he can walk up to my window and just punch her. I said, what happens when he just walks up to me and punches me? Luckily, he hasn't done it because I just scutter around. I get out the door, don't hang around. I'm gone. But I said, what happens when he does actually do it? I said, is he going to be able to use his autism to get away with it? I said, it's horrible. And all they keep saying to me is, well, move. But I have got to move because my house isn't big enough. But why should I move? Yeah. Just because that's what he wants. Mm-hmm. So I think.
So basically.
Blacked out my house.
Yeah, you shouldn't have to live like that.
Yeah, so who else is he doing it to though?
He done it to next door, his neighbour, because there was 4 of us. Next door, me, number 18 is it? And then him.
Yeah.
And he just went around us all. Those 2 moved, so it's just me and him now.
Yeah.
And it's sort of, I know he got the other side, when they moved, he got them arrested for theft and just completely made their life a complete living nightmare. Obviously, next door ran away completely, but she did come back to visit me, I think about 2 months ago, I think it was. But I weren't in, I'd gone to Norwich. So she came round, needed toilet, so she went 2 doors down to use their toilet. Come out, got in her car. By the time she got to the corner of the road, he was in his car, as she called it, tailgating, or really close to her. And he followed her all the way around Yarmouth, right up her backside, giving her hand gestures and stuff. So I know she did report that to the police.
This guy's crazy.
Yeah.
He's cuckoo.
He's a loon. He is nutty.
And he put his arms around me the other day.
Oh, wow. He does like offering sexual favours to people.
Because you was upstairs and he just grabbed hold of me. Oh, you're a really lovely woman, you're lovely, you're always going to me. Next
door, because her little boy is autistic and he, I forget what it is, he can't walk very far without falling head over heels.
Yeah.
So she was looking into getting him a pushchair, but she's done it through the NHS now. And he got the paperwork and brought it to her door and gave her the paperwork. She's like, yeah, thanks, I'll get it filled out. And he went, is there anything else I can do for you? And undone his zip. And she went, oh no, thank you. Shut the door on him and walked off. And you think,
so he's a sexual.
Yeah.
He's a sexual predator.
Well, I know that before the other neighbour moved out, because he was taking her. I mean, this is hearsay, so I'm not saying it's definitely true. But he used to take their daughter to school as well. And I know that it was said that while his oldest boy and this girl were in the back, he used to do something. His oldest son used to do something to the daughter while he'd be watching all the way at school. Don't know if that's true or not, but I do know the police did get involved with that, but there weren't no evidence or something to back it up. So I mean, it's stuff he does like doing.
So what did he bring up about paedophiles then, wasn't it?
Yeah. He said that he see, I cut all that out of the film, because once you label you got that word paedophile, you know, people look down on it, don't they?
Yeah.
But he did say to me that he something was happening, and he was involved in this paedophile case.
Yeah.
And he wasn't allowed to do an interview or something because they didn't want his evidence and all that.
Yeah, I know.
So basically,
I know
he was talking about himself. Now it's all falling into place now, isn't it? I think, to be honest with you, I think we had a fucking lucky escape that he doesn't come anywhere near my door now.
Yeah, with me, he'll leave it. I mean, he's left it for. He's not done anything to me for about a month, so I'm waiting. Within the next week to week and a half, something's gonna happen.
Yeah.
And I know it will, because that's what he does. He'll just hammer at me for ages. Then he'll leave it for about a month or so, and then he'll be back hammering at me constantly. I mean, he reported me to the police just before summer, and I mean it was boiling hot temperature, weren't it?
Yeah.
I used to open my windows. I don't even bother no more. But I'd open my windows. He reported me to the police for opening my windows to antagonise him. And when the police officer spoke to me, because I watched him at my door, and I ain't coming down because I could see him in his garden as well. And luckily, obviously, they had my phone number, so they phoned me up and said, we're at your door, we really need to speak to you. So I said, well, meet me at this place, I'll talk to you then. And got in her car, and she said, well, we've had a report that you're opening your windows to antagonise him. And I did sit there for a minute, and I just looked at her and thought, I said to her, I said, you're taking the piss. Yeah. She went, no. And I looked out of the car window, I mean, bright blue sky, when we were having heat waves. I looked back at her and went, yeah, you are. You really having me on. She went, no, we have had the report. She showed me the file. I went, am I the only fucker that realises there's a heat wave?